Welcome to my solar open house. We have a 6.1 kilowatt system on our roof here in Mesa, Arizona, with a 5 kilowatt inverter turned on in March of 2020. With a good southern exposure, we've averaged about 30 to 35 kilowatt hours production per day in the winter months with shorter days, and 35 kilowatt hours or more on the longer summer days, hitting a maximum of 40 kilowatt hours on occasion. In October 2020, we added one Tesla Powerwall with about 14.5 kilowatts storage, yielding about 13.5 kilowatts usable power with a maximum output of 5 kilowatt hours. Battery storage is an important component that allows us to actually go off-grid should there be a power outage, since without even throwing a switch and nary a flicker, we have the critical loads in the house powered just by the rooftop solar and battery. So the refrigerator freezer stays powered, the fans keep running, and depending on the exact draw and startup demands of the AC units, it can be possible to have an AC unit running too. While there are more outages in California, with the drought-exacerbated wildfire seasons and preemptive power shutdowns, our power is quite reliable here in Arizona. So while you can set the storage battery to be used 100% for backup power, I prefer to set it to save 30 or 40% for backup and use the rest to keep our peak demand from the grid as low as possible. You can adjust that on the smartphone app. This can save us more money, since on our customer generation rate plan, the power company charges a separate fee based on the highest peak demand over 30 minutes during the peak period in the whole month. With the battery, we are able to save some of the solar generation to use during peak periods, keeping what we get from the grid to a minimum. We see on our bill that we've been able to offset 50% and more of our peak period usage with rooftop solar and battery generation. With our customer generation E27 rate plan with Salt River Project, we can even see the meter run backwards when the panels are generating more than we're using, so we're banking credits against the energy we pull from the grid at the rate we would be charged in that time period. While they charge a basic connection fee and that demand charge I was talking about before, you're not likely to make money on the electricity you upload to the grid, but you can offset a good portion of your electricity usage and feel good about doing your part in moving to a more sustainable energy grid.